I memorized 100 digits of pi in an hour. Here's how you can do it too. Hey folks, I've not been very regular with posting my videos because offline classes have started and it's been pretty hectic. But you don't care about that. Let's just get into why I would possibly memorize 100 digits of pi. I don't know. It's just something that I've always been fascinated with, especially after watching this documentary on memory champions and how they memorize these massive chunks of information, be it playing cards, like a particular sequence of playing cards, or long strings of numbers, names, faces, things of that sort, right? When I first watched these guys do it, I was like, there is no way a human could possibly do that. Like, it's unreal. Like, how can these guys like memorize 1,000 digits, like random sequence of digits, in less than like 15 minutes? Like, that's absolutely mind-blowing. Like, they must be gifted. And the more I looked into it, the more I got into it, I realized that all these memory champions, they are not gifted in any sense. They just have techniques and methods that they use to decode these large chunks of information into bits that the human brain can easily digest. And I was like, okay, I've got to give this a try. Which is why I was like, you know what, I think memorizing 100 digits of pi is probably the easiest one to start off with. Yeah, that's the easiest one to start off with. I don't know how. So I went ahead and memorized the major system, the system that a lot of competitors use to decode numbers into consonants and then make words out of it. So I'll put it on either side, probably on this side. Here's what it looks like. So 0 is an S or a Z, 1 is a T or a D, 2 is an N, 3 is an M, 4 is an R, 5 is an L, 6 is a J, SH sound, CH sound, 7 is a K, hard K's, G's, 8 is a V or an F, 9 is a P or a B. Did I go through 0? Yes, I did. Yeah. I can't remember what number I started on. Great. So that's basically the gist of it. Let's memorize 100 digits. Alright, so I've cheated just a little bit. The number system that I'm going to be using to memorize the 100 digits is the major system. And I'm already familiar with the major system. This is what it looks like. So you use the numbers and you translate them into consonants. So 1 becomes T or D, 2 becomes N, 3 becomes M, so on and so forth, right? So then you use these numbers, translate in consonants, and make words out of that. So an example would look like, let's say a random number, 472. So 4 is an R, so R. 7 is a K or a G, let's use K. 2 is an N, so we're going to be using N. And you got to realize that it's not the letters itself, but it's the sounds of the letters. So RKN could be raccoon. And I know raccoon is not spelled like that, but the pronunciation is a K or a hard K. And raccoon then becomes 472. So R, you can then decode it back to numbers. So R is a 4, K is a 7, and N is a 2, 472. So the time has come for me to decode I'm going to write the 100 digits down first. Alright, so I'm going to start the timer in a second, right before I start writing the 100 digits down. So the current goal is to write the numbers down and then translate them into consonants. Then I can create words around them and then memorize those words, hopefully. So yeah, the time is currently 1:52. I do not know if you can see it. And yeah. Alright, okay, so I'm 4 minutes in. I think I've covered all the numbers. That should be 100 numbers. So I'm just going to recheck real quick before I start decoding, just in case there's a mistake. because I do not want to memorize 100 digits and then find out that the sequence is wrong or like one number is missing. So I'm just going to recheck and update you soon. Alright, okay, so that is correct. I think all the digits are in the right places. So I'm going to start decoding now. It has been 8 minutes since I started, so I've still got 52 minutes left. So I'm going to get to this and get back to you as soon as I'm done. Alright, okay. The time is 2:09. I have finished decoding the numbers into consonants. I just have to create words and just hopefully memorize a sequence of them. So we'll see how that works out. I'm going to start writing the words down right now, and the next update will be once I've gotten all the words down. So yeah. Alright, okay. I'm done with converting all the consonants into words. So here are the words: DRoiD, LuPiN, SHaLoM, wolfie, KaBooM, nymph, RoSHaN, SHawaRMa, male, female, male, kNeeCaP, lesson, pFeiFfeR, topic, ToSHiBa, male pattern baldness, Michael, diesel, phones, baker, barrier, LuPiN, masks, FeTiSH, hoRSeShoe, no fishing, unsafe, Papa planting vegetables, ocean view, summer, funnel, MoRoN, iDioTiC, SeaShaCk, and pissing. So those are the words that I'm supposed to be memorizing and converting into a story and something that's easily memorized to remember the first 100 digits of pi. So yeah, I'm going to get to that now. Alright, so the memory palace. I'm going to be using my house as a memory palace. So here's how the story goes. It's going to be pretty bizarre and strange, but that's what the brain remembers for some odd reason. As I walk to my doorway, there's a droid talking to LuPiN from Harry Potter, and they're having a conversation. And next to them is a girl called SHaLoM, and she's bathing in wolf pee. She's got wolf pee all over and she's splashing it on the droid and LuPiN, right? I open the door to my house and there's a huge KaBooM. And I see that there's a nymph on the floor trying to seduce me and basically making a lot of noise, trying to get my attention. To my left hand side is a good friend of mine known as RoSHaN. He's eating a shawarma, so he's feasting on it and he's like wolfing it down. As I enter my room, which is on my left hand side, on my bed in my old room, on my bed are three people having a threesome. It's a male, female, male. And what's strange is the girl's kneecaps are falling off. Like, she doesn't have any kneecaps. Like, they're like ripped apart. Right behind them, there is a lesson going on, and the lesson is being taught by Michelle Pfeiffer. And she's got a huge blackboard behind her, and the blackboard reads topic in massive letters. As I pass by them and walk into my old washroom, there's the CEO of ToSHiBa trying to sell me a product. And he's got male pattern baldness, so he's bald. I walk out of my room, I get back to my living room again. To my right hand side this time, I see that there's Michael Jackson dancing and singing. But I cannot hear him singing. That's because right next to him is a massive diesel generator making a lot of noise. And on this diesel generator are a lot of phones that are ringing. So I cannot hear what Michael is singing. Right? I walk a little ahead, where my TV is supposed to be. There's a baker baking bread. I can smell the bread. Smells great. Right next to him, where the entrance to my dining room is supposed to be, there's a huge barrier and I cannot seem to get through. So I knock on the barrier and LuPiN opens the door and he's acting as a bouncer. So it's basically a party. As I walk in and see what the party is about, turns out it's a party about people that have mask fetishes. They're wearing like there are people wearing masks and having orgies. And my brain works in stupid ways. It doesn't matter. So yeah, it's a party based on mask fetishes. As I try to walk into my kitchen, where the doorway is supposed to be, there's a huge horseshoe. The horseshoe is covering the doorway as I walk through it. To my right hand side is a sign that says no fishing, and to my left hand side is a sign that says unsafe. I walk a little ahead and I see that my kitchen has been transformed into a garden patch. And in this garden patch, it's my grandpa, I call him Papa planting vegetables. I walk a little ahead, and where the window is supposed to be of the kitchen, right outside, it's an ocean view. So I can see the ocean, I can see there are birds flying over, there are people playing on the sand. You get it, right? Right next to the window is a huge sign that says summer. I walk to the door that leads to my backyard, and over there there's a massive funnel. And this funnel is like a massive funnel that reminds me of the ones in amusement parks that people play in. And inside the funnel are two people. One is a MoRoN, another one is an idiotic dude just having fun and just enjoying himself, right? I walk a little ahead and I see that there's a man who's running a SeaShaCk. The shack is connected to the ocean, but it doesn't matter. That's how I remember it. He's running a SeaShaCk, and he's not in the stall, he's outside the stall pissing on the SeaShaCk. So yeah, that's the story that I've created in my head to remember the first 100 digits of pi. So hopefully I remember it. Here's how it went. Now after trying to see if I can convert it back to numbers and if I can get it right. So the time currently is 2:34. I'm gonna get to writing and hopefully I can wrap this up in the next 5 minutes. So yeah, fingers crossed. Hopefully I remember it. I'm gonna put these aside. I'm gonna put it behind me so you all can see where these papers are, so that there's nothing around that I can use to copy. So yeah. Alright, I'm done with the numbers. So you all can pause and recheck to make sure that I did not copy. God damn it, I gotta fix the camera. So yeah, this is what the numbers look like. This is what I've written. This is all from memory. I'm gonna recheck on camera. I'm gonna check if these numbers are right, and if they are right, I would have concluded. God damn it! What is it? I would have concluded this challenge with less than 10 minutes to go. So yeah.
I'm gonna do this.
All right. Hopefully, I can hear this.
3.141 592 653 589 793 238 462 643 383 279 502 884 197 169 399 375 105 820 974 944 592 307 816 406 286 208 998 628 034 8825 342 117 067. Just did it.
That's 100 digits of pi in an hour. Okay, alright. I got a little too excited there. But yeah, that was 100 digits of pi memorized in less than an hour. I'll just pass it over to future Ashwin. So, future Ashwin, take it away. Alright, I managed to memorize 100 digits of pi in right with less than 10 minutes to go. And I was super excited, I was super pumped. So yeah, if you want to memorize long strings of numbers, definitely do check out the Major system. It's amazing how effective it is. It just takes a while. There's a small learning curve as to when memorizing and translating and getting it all in your head, but it is so worth it. So give that a try, see how it works for you. Also, I've got a few things to announce. This is a very different video from the ones that I make on my channel. So I'm going to be making a few of these learning challenges. So I pick up a new skill, just do something stupid in a set amount of time. So I would love for you to drop 2 comments. One would be if there's anything that you want me to learn, and number 2 is basically punishment. So in case I give myself an hour to memorize 100 digits of pi and I don't complete it, there's got to be consequences. So I would love for you to drop like a punishment or something in there. Something stupid like runs a 21k marathon or some bullshit like that, and I've got to do it. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a like if you enjoyed it. Please consider subscribing if you're not already subscribed. I shall see you next week. Peace out.